on 2K Sports. It's been an absolute war out there, neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jayson Tatum says Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. Take a look at the Hawks. Well, Greg, we know it's an uphill battle from here, down 3 games to 2, and there's no wiggle room. Yet there is some reason for optimism.
Yeah, I mean, they've already proven, Kev, they can win. They've done it twice in this series. They're home. They've adjusted to everything that's been thrown at them. We'll see if they can do it again here and even things up.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford at the center. And for the Hawks, Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Now here's Brown. Pass to Smart. Over Young. Smart misses. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
With the teardrop, and it's White missing. Murray against White. Murray the pass to Collins. Now here's Hunter. Good work defensively by Horford.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Tatum finds Brown. Back to Tatum. Here's the pass to Smart. Stolen by Collins. To the inside, Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
Pass to White. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Brown kicks to Horford. Pocket 6. Off target from the wing. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Passes it to Brown. Floats one. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Pass to Hunter. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Young kicks to Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
That's a great job drawing the foul, getting to the line. Murray's crafty, especially for his age.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, White. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Now the pass to Brown. Drops in the Trae. Brown's got 5 now.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Now, here's Hunter. Outside Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
When you have John's combination of size and skill, you're simply more dangerous around the rim.
Pass to Smart. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Tatum against Collins. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The offensive instinct of Horford, he knows exactly where to be, gets the pass, and gets it to go.
Unloads from 13. And again, it's Atlanta.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Passes it to Brown. He feeds it to Smart. Over Young. The kick out to Brown. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks leading by 3. Murray outside. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
An explosive athlete with the ball in his hands. DeJounte Murray doing a dance and creating space for his shot.
Here's Horford, and the layup is good. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Young. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Murray outside. Hunter on the wing. Good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Celtics trail by 5. White the pass to Tatum. White up top. He's covered by Murray. Second shot opportunity, and it's White missing. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Murray. He kicks to Hunter. The pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Smart with the ball and guarded by Capella. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Tatum.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
Pass to Murray. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on White.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Boston with the ball, trailing by 4. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Tatum kicks to Brown. Tatum dishes to Horford. That shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Brown against Hunter. Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Brown. They get it back, and he recovers it. And the Celtics with possession here. 6-point game. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Driving in. Over Collins. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, nice use of the mid-range by Tatum, taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Capella. Murray outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Murray's got 11.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Tatum kicks to White. Hunter against Brown. Lets it go. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Okongwu kicks to Murray. And the pass to Bay. Outside, Bogdanovich shoots over White. They get the rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Brogdon the pass to Brown. In the corner, Tatum with it. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Tatum's got 7.
How about the attitude Tatum has? I mean, if he has room to shoot, he is going to let it fly.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Good work defensively by Horford.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
They now take the lead.
Demonstrating how efficient he is, Derek has a great feel for when to fire away.
Passes it to Okongwu. Now Bay. to the left side wing. Lets it fly. Money from the wing. 13 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Brown. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Here's Bay. Goes back up. It's good. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. It's Brogdon on the wing. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
And the confidence Brogdon has in himself, it's infectious. Skilled at recognizing when to let it go.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Brogdon against Murray. Brogdon kicks to Brown. Pass to Hauser. Jacks up a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Murray. Here's Bay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
With that big frame, Sadiq is tough to guard in space.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
No good on the free throw.
I like out on the floor, Sadiq Bey gives you everything he's got. Coach has to love having a player who is so determined to leave his mark on the game.
And he sinks the second. Here's Brogdon. 1:05 left in the first quarter. The pass to Hauser. Brogdon scanning the floor. Puts it up from 12. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Murray. 41 seconds left to play in the first. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Brown. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 16 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray dishes to Okongwu. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. Murray's got 15 points.
Given Murray's slight frame, you'd think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
The Hawks trail by 4. Griffin out there with Trae Young. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's John Collins. And it's Johnson in at the free slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
When you think of low post scorers, you got to put Griffin down there. Yes, he likes to face up, but with his back to the basket, he's pretty good as well as drawing fouls.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
You know, it's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks trailed by 3. Young, right side. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
The feed to Williams. Outside, White. 5 on the clock, 18 feet out. No good that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Over to the left wing. Here's Griffin. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Williams. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. In the corner, it's Griffin. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Now, here's Collins. Johnson outside. Passes to Griffin. Fires, high post. Rebound, Boston.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots, even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Johnson. Free throw good from Brown. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside Collins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Hits first team foul. At the line for your Hawks, Collins. At the line for 1.
And that one falls for Collins.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
Now here's Smart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Williams throwing it down. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Here's Hunter. Pass to Griffin. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hunter against Brown. There's the drive. And that one drops. Brown's got 20 points.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
And there's the pass to Hunter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
White finds Smart. Back to White. Brown against Collins. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now, that was a miscue, but I like the poise they've played with so far, valuing each possession.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young with the ball. Williams picks him up. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Celtics leading by 3. Here's White. Outside, Smart. Plays it up and banks it in. Smart's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Griffin. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Smart on the wing. Good on the bucket. Smart's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bounce pass, Collins. Griffin kicks to Hunter. They need this. That shot off the mark. So the Celtics will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's Brown missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's Brown from 13 feet. It goes down. And it's now 22 points for Jaylen Brown. Pass to Capella. Griffin looking it over. Young outside. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is Young's game. Ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Murray's checked in for Atlanta. Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. On defense, the Hawks. Smart passes to Brown. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Passes it to Hunter. Outside Collins. The dish to Young. Pass to Hunter. Over Brown. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hunter's got 6. Boston leading by 4. The pass to Williams. To Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Capella. Boston again missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And Young kicks to Murray. Back to Young. Fires from 18. Murray, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Passes it to Williams. Here's Horford. He dishes it to Brown. Good on the triple. Brown's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Young against Smart. Young passes to Hunter. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Rebound, Atlanta. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Collins. And Horford pulls it down. Celtics leading by 7. Brown inside. Dishes it to Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge.
Now, here's Hunter. He has 6. Murray left side. From the arc. The rebound by the Celtics.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Smart. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second, pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Bays checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Young.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now, here's Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Brogdon outside. Here's Hauser. He's defended by Bey. And Saddiq Bey picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Team's fourth.
Tatum down low. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now the pass to Okongwu. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
This is the potential DeJounte Murray has. When he's feeling it, he can shoulder the offense.
Outside, Smart. Oh, Tatum in position. Kicks it to Horford. Brogdon outside. Back to Horford. Elbow shot is on the way. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. That's now 8 points for Horford. Outside, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Brogdon. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Here's Hauser. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Murray. Takes a three. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Jayson Tatum with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team second.
Murray against Smart. Murray outside. Over Smart. Murray, good. Murray's got 19 points.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jayson Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see some go in. It feels good to see them go in early, and it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've come out tonight and put the hammer down. They're obviously anxious to finish this series right here and now and not leave anything to chance with a Game 7. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. On the court for the Celtics, Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Onto the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford at the center filling out the middle.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The Celtics have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White. The Hawks trailed by 16. Young taking his time here. The high post shot. Count the basket. Hunter's got 8 points.
New players entering the league sometimes don't challenge you from mid-range, but Hunter is excellent from there.
Outside, Smart. Inside, here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Hunter. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 6th rebound on the night. Young with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Hunter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love Hunter's athleticism and versatility as a finisher in transition.
Pass to Horford. Outside, White. Hits it from 3-point range. 8 points for him.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now Hunter. 10 points for him. Pass to Young. Here's the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3 ball. Give me back that momentum.
Back to Brown. And stolen by Hunter. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Celtics leading by 10. Pass to Tatum. A 3 ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Right wing. Murray outside. The shot that time, not on target. White with the defensive effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And Brown drops them both. The Hawks trail by 15. The pass to Collins. Pass to Hunter, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really easy to appreciate Tatum's ability. Doesn't back away from the contact when he's in attack mode at the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
And you know, Jayson Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
And so Tatum nails them both. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. 17-point game. Here's Murray. They get it again. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Murray's got 21 in the game. Passes it to Tatum. And here's White. Smart on the wing. 5 to shoot. Boston again missing. Hawks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. A floater, and it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Tatum's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 15. Hunter with it. He's got 12. Here's Murray up on top. White covering. Again, the miss by Murray.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Smart kicks to White. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. White's got 7 points for the quarter.
Quick and decisive on the catch and shoot. I like White's approach there.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. To the left wing. And here is Hunter. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
A tremendous pick and roll option. John Collins showing great hands and explosiveness.
Celtics leading by 15. Outside White. The pass to Smart. Over Young. Smart kicks to Brown. Outside Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got 11 points.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Hunter, here we go. The kick out to Young. Murray outside. Shoots over White. And again, it's Atlanta.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now here's Smart. He's got 7. Brown right side. Pass to Horford. He's feeling it. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Stretches the floor nicely for a big, versatile. Horford's become a perennial all-star.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
It's all about the mid-range game. It has been a real difference in this one. Taking what the defense has given, and it's been paying off.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
free throw dropped for Al Horford.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Please give a big round of applause for your Hawks new dance team. One more time, let's hear it for your new ATL dancers.
Griffin against Brown, and stolen by Horford. Smart deciding where to go with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got 9.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Here's Young. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Team first. At the line for your Hawks.
Find the lane. Find the lane.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Shooting 1.
The confidence Trae Young plays with is really something. It helps him be such a thorn in the D side.
Now here's Smart. He's got 9. And finished off by Horford.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
The Hawks trail by 20. Pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Bay. Now here's Griffin. Fires the 3. No good. Brown wide open. He fires. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Griffin passes to Bay. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
And how about the quick hands there by Tatum? Terrific anticipation as he comes up with that steal and able to convert that defense into offense.
Bay finds Griffin, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. And the Celtics making a change here. Celtics on D. And the pass to Bay. Goes up from the top of the key. And that one is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's White. The shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him. Johnson outside. Pass to Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Celtics leading by 22. Here's Hauser. Feeds to Williams. Passes it to Hauser. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Atlanta ball.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Young against White. Shot from the top of the key. And Boston with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Hauser. He kicks to White. Here's Hauser. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They grab their own miss. Williams. And the basket is good.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Bay. They could use a bucket. He lays it in.
Love to see a wing player run the pick and roll. Sadiq has a diverse skill set.
Here's Brogdon. He has 5.
2 minutes remaining.
And there's the pass to White. And stolen by Bogdanovich. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Here he goes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Using his athleticism on that drive, Bogdanovich forcing the D to foul him.
The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
What impresses me is the efficiency of Bogey's game. He works so hard to develop that consistency.
And the Hawks making a change here. Collins is checked in. Brown is checked in for Boston. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The dish now to White. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. White's got 9 points now in just the second half.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. And Boston with the rebound. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Brogdon, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. Brogdon's got 7.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Outside Collins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Young against Brogdon. With the drive. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Brogdon hits them both. So it's the Hawks now. Young outside. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Woo, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
And so it's Boston, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Puts one up from 19. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Out to the right wing. On its way from Young for 2. And he drops that one in. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And stolen by Murray. Lobbed up there for Collins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Brogdon against Hunter. And that one's good, Brogdon.
And talk about a guy who just knows where to be. Brogdon has that sixth sense for the game.
Here's Murray. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Murray's got 25 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
The Hawks trailed by 21. Now, here's Hunter. At the elbow, Collins. He dishes it to Young. Over Smart, and it's good off the back rim and in.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Passes it to Hauser. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
Young outside. To the middle. Here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
Well, when you play as hard as Collins does, you're going to get to the foul line.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And so Collins nails both of them. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Young against Smart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Young. Hits the target from 18 feet. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is Young's game. He's a shooter and someone that looks to score often.
Tatum kicks to Smart. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Goes up again, and the layup good by Collins.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Collins against Tatum. Smart on the wing. Collins comes over with the double team. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got 23 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Murray outside. Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. Misses in close.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Smart misses. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Out left to the wing. Collins passes it to Young. Here's Hunter. Back to Young. There's the triple, and they call an illegal screen here.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Brown is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Boston leading by 23. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Here's Horford. Good work defensively by Capella. And there's the feed to Young. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The kick out to Tatum. Shoots it. White wide open. He fires. Boston again missing. The Hawks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Shoots over White. Collins, good. Collins has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's showing us a lot of everything tonight. Collins becoming more and more versatile at the offensive end.
Smart against Young. Here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists in the game.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Lob pass to Capella.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Trae makes quick reads and great decisions.
Celtics leading by 22. Outside, Smart. Brown against Hunter. And here's Tatum for 3. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch. For Atlanta, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Now Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks again can't hit. Down low, here's Tatum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter. Holiday against Smart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
At the line for your Hawks, Aaron Holiday. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Holiday. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. White, good.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
On the wing, Johnson. Outside, Griffin. Matthews with it. On the wing, Holiday. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Holiday against Smart. And slam dunk by Smart.
Lighter off the floor now. Smart got into better nutrition, got into better shape, and it's paying dividends.
To the wing on the left. Griffin finds Holiday. And here's Matthews from the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Two shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And so, Smart nails both of them. For Atlanta, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Outside Matthews. Back to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And Tatum puts up a deep 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
It's good from long range.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Outside, Smart.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Inside, Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Horford's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Textbook use there of the pick by Horford. Strong footwork gets him to the shot.
Here's Johnson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jayson Tatum.
At the line for Atlanta, Jalen Johnson taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. That one is no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Brown. Knocked away. It's Matthews on the wing. White covering. Atlanta again missing. Boston's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will do it. They'll end up taking the series in 6 games, 4-2.
Yeah, it gives them just a little bit of time to rest and study some tape. They've got a much tougher hill to climb in the next round.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Jaylen Brown.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday against Brown. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Jayson. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.